Here, 12U bracket play at the Publix Park Palooza in beautiful Panama City Beach, Florida. This matchup will feature the Panama City Mavericks versus the Canes Florida Panhandle. The Canes will be the visitors in this case. And so let's call out the batting lineup real quick. It's going to be Carter leading things off, followed by Russell, Josh, Eli, Case, Nash, Brady, JC, Connor, Max, and Maddox. For the Mavericks on the mound, it's going to be Dario. Behind the plate is Jacob. So we'll go through the batting lineup when they come up. And this is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. Thanks to USSSA for putting on this tournament, as well as the tireless efforts of Mac Grant to pull it together, and Tim Labus and Nick to their support. A beautiful day for baseball. We just saw Florida Ice punch their ticket in a barn burner of a game, 7-6, against the Impact Sports rather. And so the winner of this one does go on to play Florida Ice. Saw some great action today where the Canes earned their right to get into this game earlier, where they beat 8-4. They beat the Tropics 8-4 earlier today in their first game. In the game we just saw, Impact did score 2 in the last inning, but just couldn't get that third run across to tie things up. And so they fell short. But what a great game nonetheless. So just waiting on warm-ups to finish. We'll get things underway here in this one. All right, here we go. And the first pitch from Dario to Carter. And this game's underway. Pop fly on the infield. Shortstop, second base. And they're running into each other, so the ball's dropped, and Carter's on to start things off here in the first inning. So Carter's on. Russell steps in. As Dario checks on Carter at first. And he's back. It's a pop fly caught by the shortstop, and that is one out. Carter remains at first. As the ball gets away, allows Carter to go to second. So 1 ball, no strikes to Josh. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Or actually strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Ball high. That's 1-2. Again, glad to have you aboard here. If you would, if you're on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and share. If you're on Facebook, please follow, like, and share. Helps our channel grow, helps us get sponsors. There's strike 3. And Carter goes to third. So that's 2 down. So 2 outs. Carter at third. Dario registers the first strikeout in this one. That brings in Eli. Again, if you would, please. Anyway, it helps us get sponsors and advertisers so we can enhance our experience for you, the fans, and the players. As the ball in the dirt. Nice block by Jacob on that. Prevented Carter from coming in and striking with the first run. So it's 1 ball, no strikes to Eli. And the pitch. And it's ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs. Carter at third. And the pitch. Ball in the dirt. Nice stop by Jacob. And it's 3-0. So 3 balls, no strikes. Call strike on the outside corner. Now it's 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. There's ball 4. And runners on the corners. With 2 outs. That brings in Case. I would imagine that Eli will be running on the pitch as Case steps in. And called strike. So no 0-1 count. No balls, 1 strike. Eli remains at first. And the pitch. Ball off the plate. 1-1. There goes the runner. And he'll safely be in the second base. That is Eli moving on that one. So ball 2 to Case. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 runners on, 2 outs. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Top of the first inning, just getting underway in the second semifinal game. Florida Ice await the winner of this one. There's a pop fly into right field. That's going to get down for a hit. That's going to score a run. And Case is on with a, that's going to score 2 as Case is on with a 2 RBI single. So quickly out in front is the Canes. Swing and a miss. So strike 1 to Nash. Check on Case. He's back in time. And there's the pitch. Ball up, throw down to first, not in time. That's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Nash. Case at first. Canes have jumped out to a quick 2-0 lead here in the top of the first. And now it's 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball off the plate, and it's 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Case at first, 2 outs. Ground ball back up the middle, fielded by the shortstop, over to first. And they get him. So 2 runs on 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors, 1 left at the end of the half inning. It's the Canes 2. The Mavericks coming to bat. Coming up for the Mavericks is Zach, Nate, and Waylon. This is Doc of the USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back. Zach's leading things off. That's ball 1 to him. He'll be followed by Nate, who's on deck, and then Waylon. There's a pop fly on the infield. Third baseman comes over, makes the catch. And that's 1 out. Josh on the mound, Eli behind the plate, called strike. The ball gets away. It's 1-1 count now. Foul ball down the first base line. That's going to make it 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here in the bottom of the first inning. So on deck is Waylon. I'll go through the rest of the lineup here in just a second. It's ball in the dirt. That's 2-2 now. He'll be followed by Jace, Dario, Weston, Jacob, Connor, James, Lane, and Sawyer. The Mavericks are batting 11. Josh gets a sign, delivers the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that is 2 outs. So 2 down. That'll bring in Waylon. Waylon is playing center field. That's ball 1. So 1-0 count. And the pitch. That hit him. So Waylon's on with a 2-out walk. That'll bring in Jace. On deck, Dario. And the pitch. There goes Waylon. Pitch outside. Eli throws down. Not in time. So Waylon goes in standing up. So 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs. Waylon at second. And here's the 1-0 pitch. Called strike. And it's 1-1. Again, Dario on deck. Jace at the plate. And the pitch. Ball off the plate, 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball way outside. That's going to allow Waylon to go to third. And that's where he'll hold. So the wild pitch makes it ball 3. And the Mavericks, with 2 outs, is threatening here to get a run across in the bottom of the first inning. Foul ball out of play. And it's going to make the count full, 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Waylon at third.
Hey, let's go, Josh. One more, kid.
And here's the payoff from Josh. Ball 4. So runners on the corners. So back-to-back walks issued by Josh after 2 quick outs. Brings in Dario. Weston on deck. Jace is definitely going to go on. Well, he didn't. Thought he would go on the pitch. Ball 1. He'll remain at first. And the pitch. Ball high. Nice snag by Eli. Makes it 2-0 to Dario.
Hey, take a deep breath, kid. You all right?
And the 2-0. Ball inside. And now it's 3-0. Now, Josh does have somewhere to put Dario. There's an open base. But he's definitely dug himself into a hole. And it's ball 4. So bases loaded for Weston. And Jacob is coming on deck. And there's the pitch. There's a line shot to center field. That's getting through for a hit. And here's the throw home. This game is tied up, folks. 2-2. So after 2 quick outs and a few walks, this game is tied up. Thanks to Weston's hit in center field. There's a ball high to Jacob. Pop fly foul out of play. And that's going to be 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Two outs, 2 on, 2 runs in. Tie ball game here in the bottom of the first. And the pitch. Foul ball. Or swing to miss, rather. Sorry about that. And that's going to be 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jacob. Again, Connor on deck. And the pitch. Ground ball to third. Gets over the third baseman's glove. That's going to score the go-ahead run. And Mavericks are up 3-2. Still 2 outs. That ball gets away from Eli and allows the runners to move up. So Weston at third, Jacob at second. A pinch runner for Jacob going in. That's going to be Zach. And Zach's running for Jacob. Ball 2. And here's the 3-2, or excuse me, the 2-0 pitch from Josh. Ball 3, nice stop by Eli. That prevented another run from coming in. Ball 3. Again, Weston at third, Jacob at second. Ball high and outside, and bases are loaded again. So the inning continues for the Mavericks. So Eli goes out to try to talk to Josh and set him down a little bit. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 to James. Lane on deck. Josh gets his sign, sets, delivers. Ball in the dirt. That's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Called strike. And it's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball in the dirt, gets away from Eli. Here comes another run. And it is 4-2 Mavericks. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. 4 runs in here in the bottom of the first. So line set in the right field. That's going to get down for a hit. That's going to score 2 more. That gets away. The right fielder, James, goes into second base standing up with a 2 RBI double. And it's a 6-2 ball game. And we got a pitching change. And it's going to be, 1 second, I'll tell you who that is. Just a moment. So going in is Brady to pitch. And with that, we'll just take a quick break. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. All right, here we go. Lane steps in. It's a fly ball, shallow left center. That's going to drop in for a hit. That's going to score another run. And the Mavericks lead it 7-2. That brings in Sawyer. On deck is Zach. Back to the top of the order with 2 outs. The amazing thing, that's strike 1 to Sawyer. The amazing thing is that all this has taken place. There's a ground ball foul, 0-2, with 2 outs. So 2 quick outs to start off the inning, and then it was all Mavericks. But then again, that's baseball. That happens. It's ball. There goes Lane. He's safe into second. It's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ground ball foul. And we'll do 1-2 again. There's a line shot just underneath the glove of the shortstop. That's going into left field. That's going to score another run. And it's 8-2. So back to the top of the order with Zach. That's a base hit in the right field. Throw into second. Runners on first and second now. Sawyer goes to second. Zach goes to first. And the inning continues. Ball high. That's 1-0. So again, following this game will be the championship. Slated to start around 2:15. Pop fly, second baseman has it. That's Josh. And that is 3 outs. So the Canes do get 8 runs and ends the first inning up 8-2. This is Doc and the USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back in a couple moments. All right, folks, we're back. Leading off for the Canes is going to be Brady, followed by JC and then Connor. Dario still on the mound. First pitch to Brady is a ball. So 1-0 count. Foul ball. 1-1. Ball on the dirt. That's 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. To Brady. Nobody out. Top of second inning. 8-2 lead by the Mavericks. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-2. And the pitch. Just off the plate. Full count now. And the pitch. Called strike. Strike 3. And that is 1 out. So 1 down. JC steps in. Called strike on him. Connor is on deck. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is 2 outs. There's the first pitch. Swing and a miss to Connor. Strike 1. And the pitch. Ball on the dirt. 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Pop fly, foul, out of play. And it's going to be 1-2 now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the second inning. Pop fly, same thing, foul ball. So the count remains 1-2 to Connor. And the 1-2 pitch. Call strike 3. And Dario strikes out the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. At the end of 1.5, it is 8-2 Mavericks. Coming up from the Mavericks in the bottom of the second is going to be Waylon, Jace, and Dario. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back. All right, folks, we're back. Waylon steps in, pitch from Brady. There's a high fly ball in the left center field. Infielder's over, makes the catch. And that is 1 out. So that brings in Jace. First pitch, a ball. This is 1-0 count. Two and 0. Three and 0 now on Jace. Dario on deck. So Jace walked his last time up and scored. And the pitch. That's ball 4. So Jace walks a second time now. Dario steps in. He walked and scored his first time up. Weston on deck.
Come on, Dario.
Brady over to first. Jace is back. Ball 2 as Jace safely goes into second base. Excuse me, ball 2. That's now ball 2. Sorry about that. It was ball 1. Now ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out. Jace at second. There's a line side in center field. That's getting through for a hit. Jace holds it third. And Dario's on with a single. That'll bring in Weston. Weston had the 2 RBI single back in the first inning. So going to put in a pinch runner for the pitcher. Swing and a miss as Weston, and that's not Weston. Who is running? I can't tell. That might be Waylon running. I think it is. It's a ground ball to second. Fielded over to first. That scores a run. So it's 2 down. Call strike on the outside corner to Jacob. Connor on deck. It's an 0-1 count. All inside. 1-1. That is Weston running for Dario, by the way. That's ball 2. 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Or excuse me, that was a strike. My bad on that one, folks. 1-2. Now it's 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 1 run across so far here in the inning. There's a line shot in the right center field. That's going to score another run. Cut off by the right fielder. And Jacob's on with an RBI single. That brings in Connor. Walked and scored his first time up. And then on deck will be James. We had the big 2 RBI double. Foul ball. And it's 0-1. As Jacob remains at first base. And the pitch. 1-1 now. So 1 ball, 1 strike on Connor. Again, Jacob at first base. It's a line shot. That's going to... Oh, nice snag by Josh. Wow. Couldn't come up with the out on the throw, but wow, what a snag. That puts runners on second and third. Have to give an error to Josh on the throw. Brings in James. And we have a pitching change. So it looks like maybe Carter coming in to pitch. As Brady's done, we'll get the number here in just a second and confirm that it is Carter, in fact, and it is. So Carter's going in to pitch for Brady. And with that, we'll take a quick break. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. All right, here we go. It is Carter on the mound, like I said. James steps in with runners at first and second. Here's the pitch. There's a fly ball to second. Brady has it, and that ends the inning. But not before they pick up 2 more and make it a 10-2 game. So coming up in the top of the third for the Canes is going to be Max, Maddox, and then back to the top of the order with Carter. This is Doc with the USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back. All right, folks, we're back. Quick catching change for the Mavericks. It looks like Nate going in to catch. Max is going to step in against Dario to get things going here in the top of the third. And the pitch. Call strike on the outside corner. And it's 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike to Max. Again, Maddox will follow him, and then that'll go back to the top of the order with Carter, who'll be the third batter this inning. Ball just a little bit outside. That's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Pop foul out of play. That's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Max. Again, Maddox on deck. Beautiful afternoon here in Panama City Beach, Florida for baseball. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is 3 outs, or 1 out. That's 4 strikeouts in a row issued by Dario. That brings in Maddox. Carter comes out on deck. And here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. And here's the 0-1 pitch from Dario. Ball just a little bit inside. That's 1-1 now. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Now 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Called strike. And it's 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Maddox. And the 2-2 pitch. Just off the plate. And the count's full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Well, here's the payoff pitch from Dario. Ground ball to second. Fielded cleanly. Or to first. And that's 2 outs. That brings up Carter back to the top of the lineup. On deck is Russell. And the pitch. Ball 1, just a little bit up. So 1 ball, no strikes. There's a pop fly ground ball now to second. Fielded cleanly. Nope, couldn't come up with it. First thought it was going to be fielded cleanly, but couldn't come up with it. So charge an error to the second baseman on that one. So that's twice now that Carter's reached on error. That'll bring in Russell. So Carter gets his lead down at first. Dario checks. A nice dig out by the first baseman to prevent that ball from going up the line. That is number 27, which is Zach. Great job by him over on first base. It's a foul ball. And it's 0-1. Pop fly on the infield. First baseman coming over, makes the catch. That's Zach. And that is three outs. So no runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 left at the end of 2.5. It's the Canes 2, Mavericks 10. Coming up for the Mavericks, it's going to be Lane, Sawyer, and Zach. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back. All right, folks, we're back. Bottom of third for the Mavericks. There's a line shot in the left field. That's going to get down. That's going to the fence. And Sawyer goes into second Lane goes into second standing up with a double to lead things off here in the bottom of the third. That'll bring in Sawyer. On deck will be Zach. Sawyer steps in. Ball just off the plate. It's 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes. There's a line shot, just foul down the right field line. And it's going to be 1-1 now to Sawyer. 2-1. Sorry, I missed a ball there. Line shot foul, 2-2. Ground ball back to Carter. Fields it over to first. One down. That does move Lane to third. That brings in Zach. On deck is Nate. Called strike. And it's 0-1 to Nate. Or excuse me, Zach. So no balls, one strike. Ball high. 1-1. One ball, one strike, one out. Runner at third. Strike two. To Zach. One ball, two strikes. And here comes the 1-2 from Carter. And that's going to get through for a hit and score another run. So RBI single for Zach. So Mavericks extend the lead now, 11-2. And here's Carter goes again to first base. So Nate steps in. Waylon on deck as he's keeping Zach close with one down. Swing and a miss. There's a throw down, and Zach is in there. Actually, Zach is on his way to third. Here's the throw, and he's safe. So it's a 1-1 count to Nate. Zach at third. And the 1-1 pitch. Ball two. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. And that gets away, and here comes Zach. And another run is across for Mavericks. So 3-1 count now to Nate. Waylon on deck. Ball 4. And walk issued to Nate with 1 out. That'll bring in Waylon. On deck is Jace. And visit to the mound. And pitching change. Looks like it's going to be Nash coming in. Indeed it is. So with that, we'll take a quick break. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. Okay, we're back. Warm-up's about done. Like mentioned, the winner of this one will play the Florida Ice in the championship coming up shortly after this game ends. It is a 12-2 lead for the Mavericks. And they're still batting with one out. Runner at first. Waylon steps in. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to third. Nice snag by Brady. Throw to first. Not in time. That gets away. Waylon's going to go to second. No one's there to get the ball. And that scores another run. So that puts Waylon on third. That brings in Jace. Foul ball. That's 0-1. So no balls, one strike to Jace. Ball just off the plate. 1-1 now from Nash. Ball inside. And it's 2-0. Excuse me, 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Run at third. And that is ball 3. So 3-1. That's ball 4, and here comes the run in. So that puts Jace at first. And then it continues. Called strike on the outside corner to Dario. Throw down by Eli. Nothing doing as Jace is back. It's a 1-1 count to Dario. Weston on deck. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. The evens count at 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch, ball 3. And that's ball 4. So another walk issued by Nash. Weston steps in. Pinch runner now going in is Sawyer for Dario. Jacob on deck. Pop foul out of play. 0-1 count now. And it's ball 1. So 1-1 to Dario. Or excuse me, to Weston. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Ash gets a sign, delivers the 1-2 pitch. And that's 2-2. Oops. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 on. There's a shot into right field. Right fielder's back on it. Makes the catch. I believe that was Josh out there. So it's 2 down. Runners remain where they are. It's 2. That brings in Jacob. Connor on deck. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Strike 2 called. So 0-2 now. It's a ground ball. That's getting in the hole. And bases are now loaded. And now to bring up Connor with James on deck. And the pitch. Ball up and inside. 1-0. Ball in the dirt. Nice stop by Eli. Prevents a run from coming in. That's 2-0 now. I would have sent Jace on in, but he's held up at third due to Eli's block of the ball. That's a balk. So that's going to score another run, moves all the runners up. So 2 balls, no strikes. Ball in the dirt, that gets away. Here comes another run. There's ball 4. So runners on the corners. So it's ball 1 on the outside corner, or ball on the outside corner, and the left side batter's box, I should say. It's a fly ball, center field, makes a catch, and that's 3 outs. That's 3 outs. All right, so 6 runs that inning for the Mavericks, and they lead it now 16-2. And we'll switch to the top of the 4th, and it's going to be Josh, Eli, and Case. This is Doc from the Tampa Bay from the UTRPSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back. Dario remains on the mound, as well as Nate behind the plate. So Josh is going to step in. And the first pitch, ball in the dirt. And top of the fourth is underway. There's a line shot in the right center field. That's going to go all the way to the fence. Josh will motor into second base. And couldn't hold on to it. Jose had him if the shortstop would have held on to it. Nonetheless, it is a double for Josh to lead things off here in the fourth inning. That'll bring in Eli. So Dario checks Josh at second. He's back. On the dirt, throw to third. And Josh is safe at third base. Ball one. And the pitch. Ball two. So 2-0. So grab up the middle. That's getting through for a hit. That's going to score, Josh. And it makes it 16-3. So I bring in Case. Still nobody out. Here goes Eli. Throw down. Not in time. So ball one. Nice block by Nate. Unable to get to it quick enough. Coach is going out to talk to his pitcher. Kind of settle him down as no outs, and we have a runner at third for the Canes and one run across already. So Case steps in. He's still got one. He's got one ball on him right now. And the pitch. Foul ball. It's 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike two. Oh, strike three. Sorry, that is one out. I missed a strike in there.
Come on, Dario, do it again.
2-2. 2-2.
All right, so it was not a strikeout. It's not what I had either, but Case went in the dugout, thought he struck out. And here's the pitch. Foul ball. And it remains 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at third. And here's the 2-2 from Dario. Ground ball, foul. As Case hangs in there. And we'll do 2-2 again. Ball outside. And the count's full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is 1 out.
Dario, do it again.
So 1 down. That brings in Nash. On deck is Brady. Eli stands down at third base. Called strike. And it's 0-1. And here's the 0-1 pitch. 1-1. Dario delivers. Strike 2, 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball in the dirt. Nice stop by Nate. It's 2-2 now. And here's the 2-2 pitch. Just off the plate. Makes the count full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Call strike 3. And that is 2 down. So it brings in Brady. JC on deck. Foul ball right here in front of us. And it's 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So the Canes are down to the last out and possibly last strike. And the pitch. Called strike 3, and that is the ball game. So final score here, the Mavericks 16, Canes 3. The Mavericks punch their ticket in the championship. That'll be coming up here very shortly. This is Doc, the Utah USA Sports Network. We'll be back for the next game in a little bit.